What is up, my special mean brothers and sisters? We're back at it again with another figure review. This time we're going to be reviewing the Blue in Space Ranger. That's right. And he has the actual glider on him with him in the package himself. I can't wait to get him out of the package and see what's inside. Let's get into it. One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down, enjoy the ride. Now that we got the Blue Ranger out of the box, he looks really good. You can see that the whites and the blues complement each other. And it's just standard with what we get from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Everything on them looks good, from the blues and the whites and the golds, how they all kind of mesh together. Now, this is the figure that comes with the glider. So his blue is a little bit different from the original release. I mean, it's slightly different. I don't want to say it's like too much saturated. This is kind of a lighter blue than the original one. But side note, Power Rangers in Space was, to me, was always the highlight of Power Rangers. I mean, you had the Zordon era, you had Andros, you had everybody else, even the Silver Ranger Zane, which I'm still trying to get my hands on as far as the figure. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about the glider that comes with them also. But actually, before we get into that, let's just go ahead and talk about the articulation first. So everybody knows when we start with the articulation, we start from head to toe. So he's going to be able to look up about this much, look down about that much. His shoulders go out about this much. They go down about that much. He can do the 360, no problem. He can go across. Arms go across thanks to that butterfly joint, or butterfly, yeah, right here. Kind of goes in and out. He has a cut right here at the bicep, so that's really good. And then he can do the bends right there on the elbow. And then his hand can go, or actually his wrist can go in and out, and then 360 all the way around. Standard with what we get with Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Now, as far as the abdomen, it's the same thing we get. He can go that far down. Let's see. That far back. As far as the ab crunch right there on the bottom, he can go and look that far down. Moving on to the legs and the thighs, he can kick up about that much. We have a thigh right here, a thigh cut, so he can move it from side to side. Bends right here at the knee. That's nice and soft, not too hard. We have a boot cut right here. And then his, that's a little stiff. His boot, or the bottom of his boot, can go down about this much and can look up about that much. Standard with what we get for the articulation for Power Rangers in Space, or Power Rangers in general. The accessories that he comes with, let me go ahead and just start it off from right here. Okay, put them off to the side. So the accessories he comes with is, let's see if we can get him to focus. Okay, that's good. Is this blaster that he comes with. Standard blaster. There's no two pieces, so this can't come apart. So that's that. Nice detail. Nice red and blue and silver. His pair of hands that we have right here. So that's really nice. We have an open palm hand and a closed fisted hand. And then he has the salute hand and then the closed fisted hand as well. And then his weapon of choice, which is like kind of like this axe blaster. Well, it's not really a blaster. Only when you combine them does it become a blaster, but it's just the axe for right now. And then we have this nice yellow effect piece right here. And then you can put the effect piece on the actual axe right here. So that looks really nice. Nice detail, nice translucent color. And then the last thing that we're going to review is his actual, oh, actually the headpiece. I forgot about that. You have a headpiece right here. I forget this guy's name. It's the Blue Ranger, but he was the Red Turbo Ranger in Power Rangers Turbo. Nice detail on the hair. I don't know if it looks like him completely, but that's just my preference. So that's the head sculpt that we get with him. And then the last thing that we're going to review is his actual glider. Let me see if I can get that. Move him a little bit more to the back. So the glider right here is nice. It's a nice and blue color. As you can see, it reflects off the light really good. Let me see. You can get a better view of that. That's how the back looks. That's how the front of the back looks. So you can see right there. Looks really good. Nothing but a bunch of screws right there on the bottom. How it looks right there on the front. The nice translucent pieces right here. Nice yellow, as you can see. Looks really good. And then it has this kind of like mesh right here on the bottom, so I guess he's not sliding all around. And now what we're gonna do is actually I'll do my final thoughts about this. But yeah, this is his glider. Looks really nice. And then how it is in comparison with him. Look, you can see it's pretty tall, taller than him. But I'm gonna give my final thoughts on this. Alright guys, this is the best way I could get the Blue Ranger to kind of balance somewhat without him falling over. Now, I didn't kind of notice, like, they did not provide a stand, but you kind of need one. As you can see, he's kind of wobbling a little bit as he's turning on the rotating stand. But the bottom does not really sit well. Like, if you don't have the figure on top of it, it sits, the float piece or the glider actually sits pretty good. But as you can see, he's kind of wobbling a little bit as if he's riding it right now. But he needs somewhat of a stand, otherwise it wobbles from left to right. And if you balance him pretty good, he can be on it. I mean, it's just he cannot be moved even a bit because he'll tilt over. But as far as that, I mean, the figure itself is nice and the glider itself is just a plus. I just hope they kind of make more gliders for the rest of the Power Rangers in space. Now, I have seen some people on YouTube and Instagram make their own gliders. Not make their own gliders, but purchase like 6 of these of the blue Power Rangers and Space Ranger with the glider, and they've painted them to like a certain color. I mean, I'm guessing it's pretty easy to do that. You only have to change the unscrew them, and it's just 2 pieces of plastic that you have to paint. You just got to be careful about the other pieces, but other than that, a solid figure. Alright guys, that's going to wrap this video up on the Blue Power Ranger in Space Ranger with the glider as well. Let me know in the comment section below if he's going to be a pass or grab. Major Piccolo shout out to everybody supporting since day one. And like I've said, the channel is lazy, but the movement ain't.